I guess we can roll the recap.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the...
We sold our house, bought an RV, and now me, my wife, and our 4 tiny people are staying in a 30-foot bunkhouse travel trailer till we can find our next homestead. We lived in an 1,800 square foot home, 4 bedrooms on a 1/4 of an acre. We did a lot on that 1/4 of an acre. We had a garden, raised some chickens, even had some rabbits. And one of the things that we realized about that property over the 6 years that we owned it was that we really didn't need 1,800 square feet of house, but we wish we had more than a 1/4 of an acre. So we sold it, decided it was time to have an adventure. Looks like we got our garbage cans. Hey guys, Stan Sullivan. It is Tuesday morning. Sun is shining. It's about 62 degrees. It's supposed to warm up to around 75 today. That's about as good as it gets. Back in December, my family and I sold our home, moved into an RV, and thus started a journey to find our new homestead. So one of the things that we wanted to do is our previous home only had a 1/4 of an acre, and we wanted a little bit more land so that we could do a couple of other things. This is it. It's a castle, isn't it? Just shy of 2 acres. Let's go have a look, shall we? So the driveway is kind of hard to see at night. There's no street lights out here. So I'm probably going to have to bring in some gravel, as even my truck is only about 5,500 pounds, and I'm starting to cut ruts into the driveway here. So this is supposed to be a U-shaped driveway. So here's one of the entrances, and then the other entrance is somewhere like in that vicinity right there. But whoever owned this last time actually closed that in for whatever reason, but I am actually going to open that back up, and because that side of the yard is actually higher and drier than this side here. So hopefully I won't cut the ruts in on the short term over there with my truck. And I'm gonna have to bring in some heavy loads. I know the haul off dumpster is gonna come in here, and so I think it would behoove me to open that up as soon as I can. Let's head inside and take a look. Here's the porch. I don't know what those are, and I don't know what that is. These are probably both going anyway. And of course we got the wheelbarrow harrow because where the previous owner left a bunch of junk inside, so we're getting that out of here now. Hey guys, can we turn the music off for a second while I come in with the camera? Thank you. Alright, so in the front door, and the acoustics in here are going to get a little rough because it's empty. So you can see over here is the master bedroom. And then in here is the master bathroom, and it is pretty ugly in here. I will say that. The lighting is poor. The decor is poor, but it is what it is. It's going to need some work, that's for sure. Master closet. And we're back out into, I guess this would be considered the dining room. And then we lead into the kitchen. Now, this refrigerator reminds me of that old movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise. When you open it up, when he was getting his surgery on his eyeballs and he went to the refrigerator to get a sandwich, yeah, that one reminds me of that right there. Okay, it's probably better looking on the outside, but it's pretty rough on the inside. And of course, if you want some sugar, we've got some sugar right here. That's good. And I don't know if I want to touch these. Lemon juice. That's fabulous right there. And then that's a cookie of some sort. And some dill pickles. Glad we got that too. So now the beer's mine. I had that last night. So we can see that he's tried to do some repair. The previous owner tried to do some repair here and over there in the corner as well. Obviously, you know, not the greatest job in the world. Because on this repair, what he would have wanted to do was remove this countertop, and it looks like he just left this countertop in place and then try to do some patchwork here. So that was really his downfall there by not removing this. But I can see why he didn't remove this countertop if this sink was already here, because he has just gone crazy. And I know the camera isn't going to pick this up, but he has gone crazy with the silicone caulk around the sink. In fact, right back here is just, I mean, he was serious about not getting water back there, that's for sure. And this faucet, we're on well water here, and well water tends to have a lot of rust in it, depending on how deep you go here in Florida. And this faucet doesn't work at all. No water comes out of this, so I'm assuming that this faucet is clogged up with sediment. And this sink isn't even savable anyway, because I don't know what this is, but it's like an enamel paint. So that's not going to work. I'm going to have to replace the sink. And these cabinets here might look familiar if you go to a certain home improvement store, because these came from, well, Home Depot. I've seen these at Home Depot. So these cabinets here must have had an issue and that he felt like he needed to replace, but he did not replace these. And that is one of the things that I would kind of caution people against, which is just sort of piecemealing things together. Because when you piecemeal things together, it just makes the kitchen or whatever room that you're working in look that much worse. So if you're going to do it all, or don't do anything. Well, maybe this would be considered the dining room right there. And then I don't know what the room would be when you first come in. I don't know, living room? I would assume this would be the living room. Maybe family room. And then the front room is the living room. But one of the things I do like about this is this part right here. And I know I got the dog crate in front of it, but there's a fireplace right here. And it's got a pretty nice mantle. And then the lighting that they have lighting it up actually makes it look pretty cool in the evenings. And the second bathroom. And one of the bedrooms. Myself and our two older ones actually slept here last night because we're working on it to get it habitable. And this is the room that I slept in. And then it's got a covered back porch. that is in pretty rough shape, but I have lumber. So we were left a lawnmower, and it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And I tried to get it running yesterday, and I couldn't. I think the battery might be dead, and maybe a new spark plug. The previous owner left fuel in it, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't been ran in a while. So, you know, if it's ethanol fuel, which I'm assuming it is because that's what most people do, I'm going to have to drain that fuel probably and get that out of there. So it's a piece of work if I did want to do it, but I'm probably not. That's just not a project that I want to take on right now, so I'm probably just going to put it on a street corner or put an ad on Facebook, and then I'll just get me a new lawnmower. And I am going to need a lawnmower, that is for sure, because this yard is pretty daggone big. And this isn't even, this is probably only half of the property that we have. And here we're back up at the house. So if you can see the fence in the back there, that is just where the previous owner decided to clear the land and then put up a fence. But our property actually goes and extends beyond there. There's a creek that runs through the back of the property there that serves as the property line. And we're going to have to do some cleanup because it looks like they've been using the back here as just sort of a garbage landfill kind of thing. So we're going to get back there and pick all that up. And I'll probably maybe even clear a little bit more of this and extend this fence back, at least in parts. Anyway, we got some pretty mature trees over in this section right here. Some of these pine trees are a marvel in exactly how big they are. And he replaced the roof. The previous owner replaced the roof, and he just threw the roofing tiles back here. And this isn't all of them, actually. Some of them were actually up by the house. And we spent all day yesterday picking those up, putting it in that wheelbarrow that you see over here. And we got a little garbage pile going on the side of the house until we get that haul-off dumpster, which should be here in the next couple of days. And then we'll just take it from the pile and put it into the dumpster. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some tree trimming here. And then there was a tree that fell here. And they did cut it up into sections, but they never removed it. So I'll probably cut it up into some smaller sections and haul those out of here in the next couple days or so. And then there is the mother of all trees back here. It's not alive anymore. It has fallen down. But that right there, that tree right there, must have been a sight to see when it was standing. That's too bad. That was a beautiful tree. And you can see where it fell, which is right about here. That's part of the tree that fell. That would probably be part of that other tree. And this pine tree right here is just so freaking massive. And I know the camera isn't going to do it justice, but that thing is so huge. Alright, so like I said, we have about half of our property that is cleared, and then the other half of the property actually goes beyond that fence that I showed you to the creek. And I haven't been back there yet, but in the next couple of days I will, and I'll take a camera with me just so you can see it. Oh, there is an ugly metal shed right here that's going to have to come out. This part of the property over in this area right here actually holds water. It's not so bad today, the ground, you can actually walk through here. But the other day I was back here and it just had standing water in this area right here, which is at the foundation of this metal shed. And this shed is not worth it. The floor is collapsing, the roof is collapsing, so we're just going to tear that down. Hopefully do it safely and get that out of here. Can't wait to get back there. See what we got. Maybe do some clearing. That is in its natural Florida wildlife condition right there. There's some gnats all over the place back here. And they bite. Yeah. Chickens have gotten underneath the house. Can't get out. they go around to the side where we don't have so we have the skirting off over there. You can just leave it like that, they'll come out. So that part that you just saw was recorded several months ago, and I held off uploading that video. One, we were just really busy getting the house ready, getting it ready to live in. It really wasn't habitable, so we really had to just sort of do some emergency repairs on it so that we could get the family moved in. Then a few days, maybe a week, turned into a couple of weeks, and then a couple of weeks turned into a couple of months, and here we are today. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't upload that video back then, because had I done that, I would have been sitting here telling you guys that we were going to be building a brand new house. And then things evolved. So at first, when we were trying to move in, trying to get things ready, the repairs that I did were only the repairs that were needed in order to get things operational. And they were not the final repairs, because I had in my mind that this house was not staying. We were going to build a brand new one, and then after we built that, we were going to tear this one down. And we checked with the county, and that was completely legit. They were going to allow that. We could build another house right in front of this one, because we have probably a quarter acre of a front yard. It's gnats, man.
Can we get some vanilla? You put some vanilla in your nose. I did it while we were at her place.
Chicken! What's up? Ah!
I'm gonna go get the vanilla.
Okay. I think I have some off bug spray up here or something. Although I'm not sure that'll work. You better get the vanilla. So the county said that we could build right in front of this one, and then after we got that one built and we got our certificate of occupancy, we then had 30 days to tear down the current house. But then as I started working on this house, I started to think maybe it's not such a lost cause. As I started opening up walls and tearing out cabinets and bathrooms and showers, I started thinking there really isn't anything here that I don't think couldn't be repaired. Did you put it on you?
Yeah.
A chicken just bit me.
Apparently you taste good, Dad.
Apparently, chicken thought, asked the question, can I eat this? And the answer was yes. Okay, so what?
Just tap it
Like
wherever.
in my beard? Oh, here. You know what? They're up here.
You put it up there, they should stay away.
These stupid gnats. Are they gone?
They're gone. I don't see any. Don't see any.
I don't feel them.
See? You wouldn't believe me every time I told you vanilla keeps the gnats away. It smells great and it works.
These gnats are outrageous, and they bite. I think I've said that before. So I forgot what I was talking about. Forgot where I was. Why am I sitting in this chair? Whose yard am I in? I literally forgot what the hell I was talking about. Alright, I had gone over putting a house in the front yard. Oh, and I was talking about there was nothing that I couldn't fix. So now the plan is to fix up the house. And so we got some projects coming up, and last time we did this, and this is not the first time that we bought a house and fixed it up. We've done this several other times. And I've always not really shared those videos. And I thought that this would be a good opportunity to document the journey of buying a house that was in need of repair and fixing it up. And I hope that somebody will get some value out of that. And if not, maybe we'll make it kind of entertaining. So some upcoming projects that we have, I have a workshop build coming up. That's going to be good. Don't miss that one. Also, backyard chicken coop. I know I got a couple of other chicken coop videos on my channel, but this is probably the largest and probably a more traditional chicken coop build that we did. Simply because we have the space for it, and it's been fun having these chickens run around this backyard. I got 2 bathrooms to remodel, kitchen to redo, a roof, some siding, lots coming up. I'm excited for them. Hopefully the kids are excited for them because they're going to help me out with a lot of it, whether they want to or not. It is time for them to learn some skills.
Child slavery over here.
My oldest daughter says there's laws against that. If this is your first time here, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell notifications, and give us